Hi, I'm John. This is my show, A Sports Reckoning. So what I've been saying about Jimmy is that with the actions of him putting his hands on kids. Now, if he never put his hands on kids, I would never make an accusation about him being a pedophile just because he's a little goofy. He has to be touching kids, and then the other thing is he has to be like wanting to hang around with them, and he's placing himself in a position of authority in places where there's kids who are vulnerable and stuff and susceptible to his fancy charms and shit or whatever he offers and shit, right? So that's what I've been saying. It's like, I'm not just saying it because he's goofy. I'm saying the one thing that's never, if you're not allowed to be touching kids the way you are, and you should, if you're giving kids presents, it's got to be like I highlight this one because it doesn't bother me when the Roth Cards gives kids presents, it gives kids cards at shows. Okay, well, Roth Cards is leaving. He's probably leaving the state after that. He's not getting in touch with the kid. He's not trying to be their buddies. He just gives it to him. He goes about his business. Oh, they're separated. I don't see him preying on children. It's different. I don't see it at all. Okay? But Jimmy puts himself in positions where children are at, where he's going to have access to these children in his area. That's what I'm saying. And he's touching them, and he's giving them valuable gifts. He's doing like everything, all of it. It's like there's the trifecta. He touches kids, he gives them valuable presents, and he places himself in positions of authorities where kids are at consistently in his life. And I'm going to show you a couple more pieces of evidence I just found here. That's why I keep saying it's like he shows all of the signs of being a pedophile. He shows all the signs of being a pedophile. So if he wasn't doing those things, it's not just because he's goofy. I don't care. He could be goofy all he wants. Like, he could be full-blown gay. That's fine. As long as you like men. Keep your fucking hands off the kids. If he's not doing this shit, then I'm not making the accusations. Only reason I'm making accusations because he's doing it. So, couple more pieces of evidence. This is at the trade night last year's national card show in Chicago at the trade night. And there he is with Jeff Wilson. Okay, now let's listen to what he says here.
But I see kids and adults sitting on the floor in hotel lobbies.
First, see how he gets so much joy? Oh, I see kids and adults sitting on the floor in the hotel lobby. First, like, that's what I'm saying. It's creepy. Just little shit like that. It's like, see, but he recognizes it and he gets such joy from it. Oh, seeing the adults and the children interacting together. Oh, it just brings me so much joy and shit, right? Now, listen a little more.
And my whole thing was, I'm an old high school teacher, an old high school principal. It was all that.
I'm an old high school teacher, an old high school principal. That's what I keep saying. People that are pedophiles who have this fondness and this attraction to children, they put themselves in those positions where the children are at. So I didn't know about this, but I could tell you that's like, if he's the card guy of what he is, if you probably go back and look in his life and you find stuff, you're probably going to find other things. Okay, now there's even more. Hold on a second. Okay, now listen to this.
I guess that high school teacher kicked in, and I worked in foster care for a little while and was a camp director for a little while.
Okay, the old high school principal. I worked in foster care for a little while. I worked as a camp director for a little while. I mean, it's constantly. Consistently, he's placing himself in positions of power and authority over children. And children that he would be able to spot, like working in foster care and shit, right? He would be able to see the opportunities now, It's freaking crazy. It's like, I told you, this is the kind of guy you're dealing with. You go and look, there he is, confessing that this is the kind of guy. He puts himself in those positions, okay? So I'm just making a quick video on this one. Talk to you later.